Several groups tell us they're looking forward to getting involved in Columbia's search for a new police chief. Of course, we told you that Jeff Jones plans to retire from the Columbia Police Department beginning August 1st. ABC 17's Marina Diaz joins us live from the Columbia Police Department. Marina, the city hired a search firm that's holding several forums next week.
Lucas, city spokeswoman Sydney Olson told me that they want to hear from people so they can tailor their search efforts to find somebody that fits the needs of Columbia.
They're actually going to be helping shape the profile that's going to be used when selecting which candidates move forward.
The city of Columbia is hosting 9 forums to allow members of the public and other groups to provide input as they search for CPD's next chief of police. These meetings include a community forum for the public that will take place next Saturday at the Arc from 10 to 11:30 in the morning.
So right now we have 9 forums scheduled. One is open to the members of the public and other various groups like religious leaders, education leaders in our community, businesses.
Matthew Nichols with the Police Officer Association told me they view the move as transparent and they are happy to be involved.
We want somebody who's fair and can lead our department. And honestly, whoever it is, whether it's an internal or an external candidate, they have got really, really big shoes to fill.
Anthony Wilroth with Hold Como Accountable says he's glad to see the city ask for the community's input, but he has his reservations.
We're hopeful that the city will not just see this as an exercise in populism and not just take the most popular answers that they receive, but actually take some time to examine the value of the input that they receive from the community.
Lucas, Sydney Olson told me the city hired Public Sector Search and Consulting Inc. to lead the search because they specialize in finding police chiefs, and this will cost the city $60,000. Reporting live in Columbia, Marina Diaz, ABC 17 News.
This same firm helped Kansas City find its police chief last year. Marina, thank you. The city hopes to have a new police chief within the next 6 months. Community members who can't make next Saturday's meeting can also fill out the survey online at beheard.como.gov.